I feel
like I can achieve the object of my definite purpose. I got this jewel from out there, the 0 point fear. You could get there easy. Grab the outskirts of your mind and take a left. Catch your breath from where mankind got its source from. And
I feel
you're gonna like it, really. Catch the vibe, be Marley. I went inside the body and still
I feel
thoughts flows cascading, thunder blasts raiding. Brace for the culture shock. Please bear in mind that still
I feel
the journey's worth the travel. From the first step, watch it unravel. All the hurdles, all the hassles, all the battles, all the assholes, all come up. Agreed, it's not a selling point,
I
but
feel
Tibetan bold resonance, affected mind, senses, and soul to help clear out the negative.
I
Though
feel
the moment at present, keep that mantra in mind. This the 31st step to nirvana this time. Don't think about the past, don't worry about the future. Old things disappear while the future's not here.
I feel
The breath you took right there is where the intention should be.
I feel
As free as I should be, as you should be. Enter the realm of infinite consciousness.
I feel
Hey guys. Just getting loaded up in here into Final Fantasy. How's everybody doing today? I've changed, as you guys can see, my streaming setup. All right. So we didn't get to do Final Fantasy Friday yesterday, so we're going to be doing some Final Fantasy today. Trying to decide what all we're going to do. So I went ahead and did the custom deliveries yesterday, even though I wasn't able to stream. I guess we can go ahead and do our daily tribal. And then after that we can move into some more main stories content. So let's take a look. It doesn't look like we're gonna hit any major ones. So 3, 6, 7, 12. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the fairies today as well. We're gonna do it on our gunbreaker. So let's go ahead and we'll start there. What's up, my guy? How's the stream? Does everything sound good? Volume wise as well? Awesome. I'm doing better. I don't know if you know or not. Yes, I'm on the new laptop. Um, but last week I was sick and stuff, so that's why I didn't do a whole lot of streaming. And we actually just went and checked into some different internet. Um, Sounds like it might be better for me. Um, but what we're going to do is we're going to keep our internet that we have for everything else, and then this special thing that we're looking into will be just for like my streaming and stuff. And it's supposed to be really good, so we'll see how it goes. I told Brittany, I was like, if we don't find some better internet or something, I was like, I'm gonna have to move or something. I was like, I need that internet for that streaming. She didn't think it was as funny as we do, but hey. She gets it though, so. Have you figured out what game you want me to look into? Yeah, that's kind of how she was. But uh as you see, I won because I'm gonna get this internet. We get to try it for 14 days free, see if we like it or not, and if it's a lot better. I was like, she's like, well, why don't you just use it for just streaming, and we'll keep our regular internet for everything else. I'm like, hey, sounds good to me. Especially if I don't have anything else pulling off of the internet that I'm going to be using. Yeah, that'll work great for me. So have you figured out? I gotta still get Pal World for the computer. I mean, I have it for Xbox, but for us to play, I'll need to get it for the computer. Have you decided what else you want me to look into getting so we can play together? And what days do you normally play, or what time? I guess. Oh shit! What am I doing? I'm just walking around here. Shit. Okay, so that's where we gotta go for this guy. Okay. I don't pay attention to the dailies because they're just like the same quest over and over again. So when they give me a new one, I'm like, what the hell do I need to do? Where is... Oh, there it is. I've been playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov, but I'm not sure how into it you would be. I typically play every day from like 6 to 9 or 10 on weekdays. I stay up late on Friday night and I start early on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I was going to say, so during the weekdays, um, uh, if we have kiddos, the best time for me is around 8 or so, unfortunately. Um, 8, 8:30. Um, Streaming wise. Um, the weekends it's not so bad because I don't have to make sure they get to bed on time, like a certain time or anything. Um, I'm gonna start. I was gonna do it today, but everything was going crazy today, and I was up at 3 this morning to watch a fucking wrestling pay-per-view because they were in Australia. So I'm gonna start doing like a come on opening Saturday mornings, like and do like an hour stream of opening stuff while I'm recording for like my YouTube and stuff. Um, and then I plan to do streams on Friday nights, Saturdays, um, when we don't have anything going on family wise. And then, of course, during the weekdays too, like 8 to like 11 or 12. 12 would be about my latest I can stay up because of work and everything. So, I mean, I could stay up later, but I'll pay for it the next day with my old ass. So you've been playing the Escape from Tarkov. So um is that like a story mode game, or is that kind of like a Call of Duty where as in like you face other people type thing? I remember you telling me about that, and I haven't fully looked into it all the way. And how much Power World do you still play, honestly? Like, is it worth getting Power World for Steam, or is it one of those if you don't play it a whole lot, shoot, just wait until they make it to where Xbox and PC can play together? What do you think? I just thought about it. Today's Saturday, right? Hold on. It's the most realistic first-person shooter on the market. It's got like 6 or 7 maps, and there are 6 to 12 other people on each map, and you got to get accomplished tasks. Oh yeah, Stallions. How hard is that Tarkov to? Because that would be all PC controls. I wonder how hard that is to learn. I might have to look into that and see. I've kind of waited on the PC games as well to see how this new internet works too. But yeah, if this internet works as good as it sounds like it's supposed to, um, after when I get that, when I get it next week, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. Let me see how this internet and stuff works out this week. And like I said, if it turns out as good as they say it is, then I'll definitely get that, and we can see what we can accomplish. That's one kind of reason why I've been worried about trying anything new, because the stuff that I do now I know works. So um, for me, so Can you get that from Steam, or do you have to buy it from like a certain website? Okay, from Tarkov.com. Okay, let me look here. Pre-order? It says pre-order? So it's still a work in progress? I got Albion Online and Eve Online, I think, from Steam. I also got a Star Wars game, but that was, I tried it before I got back into streaming, and it was okay, but I don't know. And then the Albion is just kind of, I don't know, it's like a big sandbox type game you can do, but it looks like it's more of a pay to play. Like it's free to play, but certain things you have to have like premium and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I haven't tried the Eve one yet. Somebody I know streams that, but I'll definitely have to look at that Tarkov. Aliens from these guys. And then after we get these three done, we'll go do the last three or last six from the other two like the crafting and the gather guys. And then we'll get into the main scenario stuff. So, okay, so you work with other people on that game. So is there like an in-game chat, or is it like I haven't played very many computer games, to be honest with you. I've been console for the most part. So how does like chat stuff work for that? Or is it through like Discord or something? Did something happen? Something happened there for a minute. Something happened there for a minute. Okay. We're This is like the slowest one I have, I swear. I'm already flying, so... Or it feels like the slowest, I guess. Come on. We want to get to the good stuff, guys. Oh, hell no. Give me something different. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Chain red bloom enemies. How much is that, by the way? Where do you... Okay, Ricky, it says beta is available, pre-order Escape from Tarkov. And then right next to that it says pre-order Escape from Tarkov Arena. What's the difference? Well, I'm gonna have to have your help on this because there's pre-orders, expansions, standard, left behind, prepare for escape. We'll have to take a look at that sometime together. So I make sure I get the right crap. No, we're going in the water, guys. All right. Only 2 more groups of dailies to do, and then we can get some main scenario stuff taken care of. Looks like I need to clean my inventory eventually too. Who we got here? We got a bunch of people. Okay. Nobody's nobody's wanting to chat. Nobody wants to talk to little old me. Phone's going off like crazy. What the hell? People, chill out. What? Level 85 for this class. Alright, so now we're going to we're going to switch over to our carpenter and travel to the Loprix. Rata. I like this music. Like, shh, 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 shh. You like this music too, right, Ricky? Get you back into your crazy days? Hang on. Not this. I'm talking about over here. Audio recording perfect component. Okay. Boom, boom. What the legs supposed to... There we go. Why weren't they moving? Oh, he must just be gliding, I guess, now. I don't know. Here you go, saving way. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. We got stuff to do. We want to get to the main scenario stuff. Just getting carried around by a big hand. Oh no. I'm out. At least I didn't get on the computer. Excuse me. Alright. I got too many screens to look at, guys. What's he need? Cleaner upgrade components 3. Alright. Cleaner upgrade components. And these don't have to be special. Come on. Well, what the heck was that about? Oh, we got money. We got money. What's going on with my game? Apparently doesn't like linking this crap. Nope. Well, at least something's working. Because I got the money. Okay. Oh, they called it a cash cannon. Alright, so how far out is that? Okay, we can fly there. Is my stream really that far behind? Give me 1 second, y'all. I just realized I needed to share this with somebody. Actually, no, it should have already did that, so never mind. Okay. Where are you? There it is. Alright. Now we're going to teleport back to them. Go turn these in. We'll go do base Omicron. And then we'll see what the main scenario has in store for us. Thursday is probably going to be a big stream day for Rebirth, just so everybody knows. It comes out. I plan to stream that while I'm playing. So if y'all don't want spoilers, you probably shouldn't watch that stream, is what I'm saying. Alright, so now we can travel to Omicron. This music. I like this music too. I mean, Final Fantasy is just most of their or all of their games have had good music, as far as I can remember. Okay, now we gotta switch over to our miner. This isn't bad either, this music. It's another version of the Omicron song, or well, that area song. We're almost done though, guys. Then we can get into the fun stuff. That's what everybody wants to see, right? Alright, the all-purpose guy, is that... I can't remember if he's at base Omicron or if he's at the restaurant. I should be able to tell once we get out of here. I hope. Looks like he's at base Omicron. Yeah, there he is. Alright, let's look at the map. So there's one. So yeah, we'll fast travel here, do this one, grab this one, then we'll go back. I got some more quests here I can do with my gunbreaker to get him. Well, I probably won't even give him a level, unfortunately, but I guess I do need to do them at some point. I've done all of those over there. I think there's a few over here. Maybe not. Yeah, come on. We got things we want to do. Probably faster. Where the hell is the dude? Yes, you see he's down here. So where the hell is he? Oh. Okay, so apparently this is the mining part. Oops. Feel like a dumbass. Alright. So the other one of the guys we're looking for is this spot over here. Alright. Now the fastest thing to do is just travel back here and then use the teleport, I say. And then guess what, guys? Turn these in, and we're off to the main scenario. Whoop whoop. Not that. We need to go. Whoop. There we go. Alright. Alright. Everything's turned in. We can still do stuff for Bob's junk too. But that can wait. So, we'll go back to our paladin. Welcome back. Lest you worry, Mistress Nidhana has been taking good care of our guests. Will you be joining them now? Sure. She woke up finally. Oh, she's gonna flip out. She's gonna be like, "Where the fuck am
Light.
I?" Light. Yeah, we brought her from another world where it's nothing but darkness.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here?
From us. From us. Don't worry. From us.
There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
I don't want her outfit. Like a male version of it. Apples. It's not quite.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Wait, how is he a kid again? I'm confused. Did he just transform
This
back and
isn't
forth?
what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Please don't eat the... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, please don't eat the bad one.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
You don't know? What?
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
What?
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you,
amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
So you're gonna stay in our world?
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do.
Yep.
I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still
Good old
holds her
Golbez.
captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never.
Excuse
In
me.
the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Yep.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzat Han.
Radzahan. Radagon.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You taking a liking to me?
You have my thanks.
I still want to know how you're a kid again. But whatever. Guess you can go back and forth between your forms now? What is this guy talking about? Oh, they got a club going. Okay. This world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where the food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. May rides Mayhan. It is, then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Mihal. I'm at 2, and I need 3. Or, yeah, like I'm at like 1.9 or something. That's like the only thing that's keeping me from hitting affiliate. Like every time I get on, it tells me you're this close to be an affiliate. So, I was mentioning it earlier. Yeah, I know, right? um, I was looking at that Tarkov thing for a minute, and it's talking about uh, a Twitch partner. How was that? I bet that was nice. Um, I was looking at the Tarkov stuff, and it was talking about a beta, and then it was talking about Tarkov, and then something about Tarkov Arena and expansions, and like there's 3 different versions. Um, so sometime we're gonna have to like set a time so I know which one to get and all of that. Heck, you can apply for partner. You got the shit. I guess you'd have to get back into it a little bit though, wouldn't you? Before you applied, so they see that you were more active now again. I did and got denied. They wanted to hold the numbers for another 60 days, and I got butthurt and left. So they wanted you to keep those numbers for 60 more days. Well, hell, you had the shit though. Oh, I'm sure you can get back to that easily. Just have to get your audience. That's what I'm kind of. I need to find, I guess, I don't know what my thing would be to get like a steady audience and stuff in. Especially because I waited 60 days after getting the average to apply, but it is what it is. Oh, so you waited 60 days, did that, and then they wanted you to wait another 60 days? Yeah, that would kind of suck. But still, having those kind of numbers is good. What I know, like when you hit affiliate, you can start making money like with Mint and subscriptions and stuff like that. What do you get when you hit partner? I'm assuming it's a lot more, but is it like the percentages go up or something? I was averaging 200, so I wasn't like barely making the average. Oh, damn, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just give it to you. What were you playing back then when you were getting those kind of numbers? You get a 70-70 deal instead of 50-50. Basically, and the check mark. 70. I was gonna say, do you mean 70-30? Okay, so yeah, you would get a higher percentage. Oh, so a lot of people do like to watch the Escape from Tarkov then. Then yeah, I definitely probably need to get into that. Greetings, Michal, and may I introduce you to Zero. She is an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Okay, since you're here, hang on. I was looking at this. So they have what's in it about the beta then if it's 7 years old? Because then it says, okay, so it says pre-order, and then it says standard edition, left behind edition, prepared for escape edition, and then it says expansions, co-op upgrade for $10. But then it also says, hang on, go back to here, and it says pre-order. So that's pre-order of the beta is available for Escape from Tarkov. And then it says pre-order Escape from Tarkov Arena. So what's the arena then? So then would it just be good to get the standard edition, the $50 one then, and then get the $10 co-op upgrade for now then? Is that what you suggest? So there's the standard for 50, and you get the basic stash 10 by 28 cells. The left behind is 82. You get a 10 by 38. Additional equipment, resources, and stash. The other one said that too. And then the 110 is 10 by 48. And you get initially good standing with all in-game traders. So the $110 one and do the $10 co-op is what you'd say, so the 120 together. Now, what about the arena? Do you have that as well? For the additional 35? Escape from Tarkov, Edge of Darkness owners get access to arena for free. Alright, so just worry about the 110. Hang on. The 110. You need to register first and then log into your account. Okay, hold on. Registration. Hang on. I'm doing this right now while we're talking. register. Oh, not a real bot. Register. Well, what the heck's going on? The letter has been sent to your email address. Alright, hang on. Yeah. Brittany's at some kind of benefit and she just won some stuff. So let's see here. Finish registration. Email. Log in. Oh. Okay. So practice co-op mode available for purchase. Oh, you can link your Twitch account? Well, let's do that. Authorize. Pre-order. And you said the best one. Okay. I was gonna wait, but you talked me into it. Wait a minute, so I have to... Can I... Okay. And then the $10. What did I? All right, you still here, Ricky? Three, 4, 2, 2. How much crap's going on now? Okay. Back to game. All right, so For some reason, my sound doesn't mention it. It's off a little bit. It might be because I'm downloading this. So I just bought the $110 version of the game and the $10. So it's in beta still, technically. You know how I go. You know how I do, Ricky. We sent a security code to your email. So that was a quick download. I'm assuming it needs to do like an update once I get logged in. Copy that. Back. Oh, don't let me paste. That's gay. YBX9UJ. That's what I was thinking. I wonder how bad this will suck downloading this while I'm streaming. Might be time to get off the stream for a little bit. What the heck? Alright, well, I got it bought. I think I'll wait. I got it bought. I got the installer. I got the launcher installed. So, yeah. Okay. Brittany's blowing the phone up. Okay. What's going on? What time is it? 10:30? Who just followed? Somebody just followed. Hang on. Thanks for the follow. Pickle Rick is me, brought in my other account to help you with your average. Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I had to stop the download because it wreaked havoc for a minute. I think it's still trying to connect. Can you still see my stream? Because it's like loading on my end. Giggity. What did I do? Mess it up. I thought I stopped it. Hang on. Well, it's definitely not the computer. Okay, so close that out for a minute. Reopen. Come here. Are you still seeing my stream, Ricky? It went haywire there on me for a minute. It told me I was doing way too much. Alright, I think we're good. which is weird because apparently it was still going good because you were seeing it. Yeah, that's what, yeah. The joys of country internet. That's why I can't wait for this thing next week. If it's as good as everybody keeps saying it is. Okay. Good news is everything seems to be up and going on my end. I got the launcher installed, so I will download that after I'm done streaming. And then we'll take a look into that. I'm wondering if I need to wait to play that until after I get my better internet. What do you think? Place cooks, can you prepare whatever you desire? It's just certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there moving their bodies about? Is it some ritual related to eating? The dancers, they move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. We got strippers? Where? Just a form of entertainment, part of our culture. Emergency? Complicated. We voice it prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let's move on. I propose we visit Baoshan Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Okay. What's really hurting my average, Ricky, is when I first started getting back into it, my average viewers was like really, really low. Like one viewer or no viewers there for a little bit sometimes. Now I'm averaging 3, 4, or 5 at minimum. So it's just a matter of getting that average up, I guess, whatever. Maddie helps a lot with that when she's on. She gets on and talks to me all the time. I tried talking to other kids into doing it too, but because I got them all their own Twitch accounts, but they don't hardly ever get on. And then Brittany's got one, but she only gets on when I ask her to test some stuff for me. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Ratat Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tombstones. If there's aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tombstones are for. Boys sent return with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appeared to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. Oh shit. I see, I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to High Crucible of Alchemia. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this day? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. Oh, the big burly version of him. No, no, there's no rush. Pray take as much time as you require. You know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim the stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduda. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While these fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Savnarian weave. Furthermore, bark on the trees often possess medicinal properties. You would be hard pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra, and Gallus too. If it isn't young Meron, and that must be your sister, Yashra. Is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. Wow, can't talk. Holy crap. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. That as well. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? Wait, you mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. Hmm. You hear that, Ricky? A friend is someone you like to play with. Zeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? Absolutely not. More or less. Absolutely not. Xenos wanted to kill me. Then I'm no closer to understanding. When he traversed the great expanse, why he risked life and limb for you. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we'd better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. Does this show? And what to see? What to see? What to see? Okay. All right. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's also strange, your behavior and your reason. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning. Buried memory. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding and twas in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduda. And guys, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright. So I'm assuming you're playing Tarkov right now if you're listening, Ricky? Yeah, we will.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
Eidolons? That's
The
kind of like
Asians.
primal, right?
And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
they did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into
Taint.
monsters, what you call void sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void sent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say?
Are you back yet, Ricky?
I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
I'm feeding my fat ass. We'll jump
The
through.
Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
True that, true that.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. Old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
Yes, yes.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in the overcoming the challenges thus far. Gomez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. I'm just gonna take the money. Oh crap, that's what I was wanting to do. So it's Saturday, so they had the Cactpar drawing. Well. Meanwhile, elsewhere. I guess we'll go take a look after this.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. and then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall.
I can't wait to fight that guy.
What
Mr. Gomez.
irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Sure, Gomez. Sure. Okay, so before we talk to this person, we're gonna teleport and go check and see if we won anything on the lottery. Because I'm gonna need actually MGP. Hang on here. How much MGP? Regalia, which gives you the amount, is 200,000 MGP. The locks is 20,000. How much do I have is the question. Probably nowhere near that. $200,000? That's crazy. I have 38,000. Crap. Right. I guess we'll take that one. Hmm. Of course. Wonder what a good way. Woo, we got 10,000. That'll help. Wonder what a good way. So I need like 150,000. Hmm. There's gotta be. I don't expect to have won a lot here, but let's see. Probably didn't win anything. Yeah, consolation. 6107. Yeah, nope. We're just gonna do randos. Alright. What is the fastest way to earn MGP? I'm just looking here to see. We get 1,000 MGP for completing 3 mini games. Once we earn 100 MGP from mini games, we get another 1,500. If we do 5 gates, we get 5,000. If we complete 3, we get 8,000. Enter 3 chocobo races, we get 5,000. Enter 20, we get 8,000. We get 50,000 for 30 of them? I'm probably not going to be able to get the regalia. Unfortunately, when that happens. Okay. We can go back to Razatan. We don't want to do the main scenario stuff anyways. Hey, we're almost there to get 50,000. Oh shit, what was that? We have another new quest. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, Master Gallus, you couldn't have appeared at a better time. You see, while out patrolling the city, I chanced to sight a void scent. I immediately chased it down with the intent of eliminating it, but something about it struck me as odd. For one, it made no move to defend itself, but simply sat there, jiggling, which is why, against my better judgment, I decided to capture it instead. Having traveled to the void, I dare say you have considerable knowledge of its denizens. If you have a moment, might I trouble you for your opinion on the creature's unusual behavior? I'm truly grateful. Now, if you would follow me, the creature is being held in the Hall of Radiant Hope. Grab this and jump there. Alright, let's see this guy. It's that little sludge thing that we've seen in during our quest is what it is. See? I told you. Here it is. Surprisingly docile, even when I captured it. And there have been no reports of attacks prior to that. Hang on, I want to see something. Guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Even so, it's the nature of voices to prey on people for the aether. Perhaps it bides its time, waiting to carry out some manner of scheme. You, I remember you, yes, you were at Troya. Please, you must help me. What do you need help with? Oh, boy, you do understand me. I understand the mortal tongue well enough, but I don't have a mouth to produce the sounds. It's been a struggle to convey my thoughts. But not anymore. You can help me. Yes, you can. You can converse with the void scent? Amazing. Could you ask it why it came here? When you and yours stormed the castle, I was caught up in the fighting and died. In time I returned, but I tire of fighting, so I fled, using the gate to your world. Having just been reborn, however, my essence hadn't fully bound together yet, and so when I emerged from the gate, it was as several sundered cells. Frightened and confused, they scattered, following their trail led me here. My diminutive size allowing me to remain largely unseen. But by the same token, I can do little more than sneak about. Each of us was weak and powerless. That's why we consumed one another in the first place. Together we were strong. I want you to help me find all of me, so that I can be whole again. You wish to strike a bargain then? Yes, I would. To be whole again and live in this world, I would strike 1,000 bargains. We still remember the past, you see, still remember when we were mortals. Hey, assertive. Yeah, it's been okay, I think. Going on 2.5 hours now. Just doing some main scenario stuff for Final Fantasy Online. We long to have that life again, but we need your help, starting by reuniting us. We won't try to devour anyone even when we're whole, I swear. You wish to learn more about the Void? Yes, there's much we can teach you about those who rule its domains, about their past. How have you been, assertive? Find the others, and they'll tell you all they know. No eating, no tricks. Do we have a bargain? So it crossed over to our world to escape conflict, and now searches for the rest of itself. I understand Void Scent are quite reliable when it comes to fulfilling a pact, and I dare say having one as an ally would benefit our research into their world. Very well, if you would be so kind as to search for its kin, I will consult my superiors on how best to deal with them. By that, I take it we have a bargain. Good, good. I sense 4 others close by. When you find them, you need only point them in this direction. Once they sense my presence, I can guide them the rest of the way. So there's one. What's that? I asked you to search for me in exchange for knowledge about powerful void scent? I was still wanting to see this and that, but I suppose the deal's a deal. Those men over there, soldiers, are they not? We used to have soldiers in our world too. There were lots of them during the Contra Memoria. Ah, back from Weaver's warding, are you? I hear you fought well against the void set that slipped through. Come now, I merely did my duty. Haven't we all sworn to protect our nation no matter the cost? Protect our nation. How familiar, those words. Where was it that I heard them? Ah, yes, it was the early days of the Contra Memoria. The enemy had conjured a terrible Eidolon that laid siege to a fortress. The garrison was made up of ordinary soldiers, men and women with no remarkable abilities, but led by the valiant commander. They fought bravely and desperately. They had to last until the Memoriat arrived, and the commander told them needed to hold out no matter the cost. A Memoriat did eventually arrive, but not soon enough for the soldiers. Having struck down the Eidolon, the Memoriat and his servant searched the castle for survivors. They found only the dead. But just when they had given up all hope, a faint groaning reached their ears. They rushed over to the sound and cleared away debris. To find a lone survivor, the garrison commander. Instead of joy, however, the sight of the man filled them with anger. Your soldiers are slaughtered to a man, yet there's barely a scratch on you. What's the meaning of this? The Eidolon was savage, but mindless. It was a simple thing to hide myself beneath fallen debris. Hide? As commander, you had a duty to your men. You were supposed to put their lives before your own. Spare me. My duty was to ensure the fortress stood, and it did. Besides, my death would have achieved nothing. Honor be damned. No, I'm sworn to protect our nation, and to do that I must live. It isn't my fate to fall here. It isn't your fate, you say? Damn. Is is he merely unconscious? Come, let us bury the soldiers and their commander with them. Fate shall decide what becomes of him, whether he lives or dies. Very well, my lord. Yeah. Funeral rites were later held for the fallen, but solemn tears quickly gave way to horrified screams as the body emerged from the earth. The commander. I can't die. I must live, the man is said to have declared. The people thought him a demon, a disheveled horror, muttering curses as he wandered off to regions unknown. Scarmalone, they called him, a name befitting his newfound grisly visage, a name befitting a monster. Scarmalone. We've already beat him. We thought we buried him deep, but a mortal desire to live is not to be underestimated. You're immortal, so I expect you understand that desire. Well, that concludes my tale. I had best rejoin my cells, if you'll excuse me. So we're gonna find these four, and it'll tell us about the four archfiends, I would assume, just from the sounds of it. Okay. Oh, what a refreshing breeze. I'm to return to the others? Ugh, they should come here. Just look at this beautiful boundless sky. Mortals take to the air from here, do they not? Would that I had wings to soar among the clouds myself. But we voidsent are not wont to roam, you see. The mightiest among us carve out domains, while the rest labor to stay in their good graces. Now, the matter of a domain seldom ventures outside, for it is in one's territory that one is strongest. For some, however, such confinement provide trying, as we the case for a certain voidsent I knew. I speak of the free-spirited Terra Orbicia. When she's first established her domain, she willed while away the days waiting for her minions to bring her prey. The aether amassed from these offerings was devoted to the singular pleasure of caring for her silky, flowing locks, but the resources of her domain were not without their limits. It was only when none remained to oppose her that she realized she was a prisoner of her own domain, and unless she broke free, she would inevitably wither away alone. Not knowing what to do, she had fallen into the depths of despair when the hand of salvation came to pull her out. At this rate, my precious hair will frazzle and fray, had I only the strength to leave my domain. If strength is your desire, that is easily granted. It's Gomez. Who are you? Ah, so much power surging through me. And what will you do with it? What is your desire? What I desire? What I desire is you would move your very domain. Impressive. That I can do such a thing? What have you done to me? I want to see it. Can I? There we go. That looks better. I granted you Aether. Nothing more. It was your will that made it possible. My will? Even so, no matter where you should go, there is naught but darkness. What could your destination possibly be? Destination? I have no need of such. I wish but to be free, like the wind. In a world that has met its end, rare indeed is the soul who desires freedom, so ardently that she could will her very own domain to move. Recognizing this quality, the knight would grant her more power and a place of command in his mighty army. A story worthy of our bargain, I trust. I might have had more to tell had I not fallen off her domain. It seems you mortals also have a fondness of for flying. I'd certainly like to try riding one of these airships of yours. But perhaps another time. My other selves will be blubbering mess if I don't hurry and rejoin them. So this is where mortals consume ether. Dreading loneliness more than hunger. How very like me. If you don't mind, though, I'd like to observe the mortals a while longer. The food here is simply sublime. Why, I feel stronger with every bite, as if the Murgas themselves were granting me their blessing. The food is tasty, that's true enough, but no food is so sublime as to be a substitute for proper training, my friend. Stronger with every bite, every feed. For my part of the bargain, I will tell you about how we void scent become strong. Simply put, it depends on the quality and quantity of aether we harbor. When the world was consumed by darkness, the heroes known as Memorites arose as powerful void scent. In contrast, the vast majority of mortals, powerless and unremarkable as they were, became ordinary void scent like me. They were exceptions, of course, but one in particular I'll never forget. Scarmalung. Never had I seen a void scent so craven. Even when pushed to the brink of starvation, he would prey only on those weaker than himself. He subsisted on scant leavings and lived in constant fear and hunger. In the face of danger, a void scent stronger than himself, fleeing was the only option. But a day came when he found his way barred. How pitiful. Such overwhelming aether. Who is this? You fled instead of facing your foe. Why? Why? I'm too weak. Why else? I would have been devoured. So had you enough strength, you would have stood your ground? Very well then. What's happening? Yes, I feel it. The power swelling within me. Lo, your foe returns. Hiss. What have you done to me? I granted you but a sliver of ether. It was with the power you already possessed that you defeated your foe. I possess such power? Fear had clouded your eyes, blinded you to the strength you had attained feeding on the weak. If you would free yourself from fear, then join me. You shall have a greater cause to live for and know true power. Curious how in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to great strength. The knight recognized this, recognized the void sense potential, and thus did he take him into his service. Determined as he is to live, it would surprise me if he were still somewhere out there. He'd even be more powerful now, I expect, from all the devouring he would have done since. Unlike your world, eating actually makes you stronger in ours. Well, I must be going now. The others are waiting. Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. My other self grows lonely, you say? My apologies. It was my intent to seek out the others, but I was distracted by the big green pair of mortals yonder. My goodness, there's been some powerful language. To hell with your father. You shouldn't need his permission. Just leave the gods damned hell. Please, mind your language. What would father say if he were to hear you? Ugh, it's always father this, father that with you. I'm sick of it. You're your own woman now. Bloody act like one for a change. Colorful language, yes. Not from the girl, though. Oh no, she appears to be quite well bred. I just hope she's happier than a girl I knew long, long ago. Virtue again? The girl was born into a family of thugs who suddenly found themselves nobility. She was raised as a noblewoman and had servants tending to her every need, but in the end, she was merely a beautiful bird kept in a gilded cage. Wanting her to be a proper lady, her parents presided over all aspects of her life. They decided everything for her, telling her what to say and do. Chafing from the fetters of her restrictive life, she solicited her handmaiden's aid and stole outside the manor, where she enjoyed a moment of bliss unbeknownst to her parents, or so she thought. It was not long before her father dragged her back to her room, barring the doors and windows, denying her even the simplest pleasure of an afternoon breeze. Even a bird in a cage may chirp freely, but she wasn't even suffered to give voice to her desires. But she wouldn't be deterred. Having once tasted sweet freedom, she yearned for more, and one day she succeeded in sneaking out of the manor a second time. You're late. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. If you were expecting your friends, I'm afraid they're not coming. Father, how did you... What do you mean, they're not coming? I hadn't known that some miscreants were cavorting in these parts, but to think that they'd dare try to consort with my daughter, well, you needn't worry about them anymore. They're food for the fishes now. How could you do this, father? Why must you torment me so? Know your place, girl. You are a means for our family to gain influence, but I won't have you sullying yourself with riffraff. You will not leave your chambers save with my permission, nor will you disobey me again. If you do so, there will be severe consequences. Am I understood? I said, am I understood? To hell. What did you say? I said, go to hell. Ah! Oh, to think that it could be so exhilarating to speak my mind, to do as I please. No more living in a cage. From this moment on, I am free, free as the wind. The young woman struck out on her own, and in her travels discovered her true calling, not in the halls of the lords and ladies, but on the battlefield. She became a force of nature, famed for her striking beauty which belied a terrible savagery. And with this new life, she also claimed a new name, Barbicheria. Barbaricia. Indeed, she found her freedom, but did she also find happiness, I wondered? I suppose I'll never know, nor does it matter, for the world that once was is no more. Oh, but goodness me, I had better rejoin the others. Thank you so much for finding me. I hope the knowledge I had to share was worthy of our agreement. More than worthy, I'd say. They told me of Scarmalone and Barbicia. Barbitria. While other selves lived quite disparate lives, both as mortals and void-sit, though I suppose it is rather fortuitous that they crossed paths with such powerful void-sit. But more importantly, what they could offer was worthy of our bargain. For that, I'm glad. All that remains now is for us to rejoin and become whole again. Huh? Is is this not all of me? There can be no other explanation. There is still more of me lost out there somewhere, but I don't sense them. Where could they have gone? You mean there's more of them wandering about? By the sisters. At the very least, if what you say is true, they pose no threat to the people. Until the others can be found, we will keep these 5 under our care. Should I send the others nearby, I hope we can count on you to find them too. I'm assuming that'll be once we fight the other 2 guys. That's all I can think of. Alright, Magaduka. Once more unto the void. Ah, Gallus, as always, your time is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that in exchange for Ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Yshulta's suggestion, I began providing said Ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Yshulta and Estinian, and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemist. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuge and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. What does she like? Oh, she likes up there too. Bum, 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 bum.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed.
Hey, babe.
Or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos.
You still at the
Lives were tools to him, to be used and
benefit
discarded
or
at
whatever?
whim. In that respect, he was a void sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
Did you win any more things?
What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
Well, hey, at least you won something.
But
You said
enough
you got a
about that
$50
man.
gift card for Joneses?
He's dead and we are all better for it.
That's cool. We can get some more stuff from there.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed? So you're heading back now?
And
Then as per our bargain,
barbecue sauce. I only
I will
seen
go
the
as well.
grill set. That was all for one draw. Was the Jones, the grill set, the pan, and the barbecue sauce.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it?
What the hell?
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Isn't that him?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
Oh shit.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Well then.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other void sent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Tertium.
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
What are we gonna be getting ourselves into now? By all accounts, Ashdaya and is Golbez's prisoner. Yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
Alpha Node! And Alisei.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're doing a fine job.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel?
That was me.
Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And new company besides?
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the undersea vault.
Alice, I thought you were busy.
I know, I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
Oh shit.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galdemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
Gomez?
We're not sure.
Wait.
But as Euless
Fire in
reminded
the...
us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art
Is it
rely
water
upon
or
Void-sent
ice?
servants. The very same I believe you have mastered. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ajdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumoured to have once been home to a Reaper Order.
That would indeed make an excellent start, though the question of how to get there remains.
Eulus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Are we going to take us to Broken Glass, or do we have to travel there? Alright. Alright, we're going to travel to Broken Glass real quick, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Again. I'm drinking too much soda. And I'll be right back. Give me 2.5 seconds, y'all. All right. There we go. Okay, let's go. See what he says. Oh, Gallus. What a welcome surprise. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt, Julius, but there is a matter we wish to discuss. We've just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is this about the void scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper art once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manilis Caverns. The Scythe Wielders forged pacts with Voidsent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. My sister's My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in the land and have come in search of her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alpha Mode tells us they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. Should still be over in Corellia Ignes, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who could fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den? Their duty included transporting Corellium tanks to Juturna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voidsent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountains? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alice, what is it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. And I don't think we can... Yeah, that's what I thought. Crap. Ooh, we got the fat chocobo. I wonder, does that
What
still
was it you
work?
wished to talk about?
I want to see if it does or not. Hey, it does. Awesome.
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
You have to gain anything.
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Don't have to gain anything.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Excuse me.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Uh-oh. We should get back to it but before we do, are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place we want to mull over things. It's not much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot. Alright. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you, too, Alice. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired. The one abandoned in Corellia engines. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth. That's what we took to call in the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Gallus. Let's be on our way. How much is it going to cost to travel there so we don't have to fly? Yeah, that's worth it. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again, but I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big, and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. You have ours. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Aye, we have a solid grasp of the area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for voidsent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. They have matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Gallus? How about you, Zero? I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we're glad for your contribution nonetheless. Alright guys, I think this is where I'm going to end the stream for the night. We did 3.5 hours, so I'd say that's a good amount of streaming. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and that way I can get this Tarkov game downloaded and check it out so that maybe me and Ricky can play it. Tomorrow, I'm hoping, since I didn't get to do the Pokemon stuff this morning, I might do a Pokemon opening tomorrow morning here live. And then tomorrow night, I'm thinking of doing the next horror stream, which will be Alan Wake remastered. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. Thanks for everybody that watched, and if you're watching after the fact, thanks for coming in and watching too. Make sure you follow if you haven't, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.